Hey guys, welcome to Just Free Hands. I'm Alex, and in today's video, I'll be traveling about 220 miles southwest of this great city of Chicago in the state of Illinois. So we're traveling 20 miles because we need to go find a small town called Astoria. Astoria is a very small town in Illinois. It's tucked in way deep inside the plantation, the corn plantations, and all kinds of plantations, as you shall see in the video. So this is going to be our very first field tour, exploring solar farms. So come with me because I know you're gonna learn something. So let's go. Are you coming? Are you really coming? Are you coming? Hey, guys, I got the keys and I'm ready to go. Come on, let's go. No, for real, are you coming? You gotta come with me. Let's go and explore these cornfields and find this solar farm. Let's go. right, guys, now we have arrived. Welcome to the solar farm. Right in front of that windmill, those are the solar arrays. Somewhere over there in the middle of the screen, that is the solar array. It is closed off to the public for security and safety reasons. So we're not able to get in there. As you can see, this place is so remote, guys. There was no one here when we got here. It is so quiet. And so, you know what? Let's just go on a tour and see what they have here. It looks small, but I think there's a lot of information to learn from here. So let's just pick and go with whatever you can get. I love how they have all these displays. So this one right here is it's just more about the farm itself. These are the sponsors. Free educational resource interactive outdoor displays was brought to you by all these people or these companies. Again, this solar farm right here is run by Spoon River Electric company, and this section of it is the learning center. So we've come to learn, and I hope we're going to learn something today. It started in February of 2015 and opened in October of 2015. Okay, that's just the sketch. The top right corner is the sketch of the pencil sketch of the concept developed by whoever had this brilliant idea. I think is a retired teacher. If you go on that website, you'll see the information about them. I'm telling you, I mean, kudos to this guy. He did very well. Farmfund.solar. I really like to thank him because it's the advantage about this place. It's just exposed to the public, so you're free to stop and look. Nobody charges you anything. Nobody's gonna say anything. You just come, learn, and move on. This red box, what is it? It was donated by Azimuth Energy. I hope I'm not butchering that word. I butcher a lot of words, guys. I love my accent and I have no issue with it, just to say. This is an interactive display using 2 solar panels like the ones you see across the street at the Spoon River Solar Farm. Look inside this window to see how the panels are going to interact with you. Oh, guys, please forgive me. The glare is crazy, and so I'm going to try my best. Just stay with me. You're looking at the back sheet of a solar panel. That's the bottom of a solar panel. I mean, it's very simple. You're seeing just wires and solar charge controllers and a big open box inside. That's really what it is in there. Again, it's 2 panels that have been wired and placed on the roof of this box. So what we'll do is we're just going to, try to look inside if you're able to see and look around it. Gray box should be the solar charge controller or just the junction box, a bigger one, or whatever it is. So this place is completely sealed, and I think it's sealed for obvious reasons to prevent water from going inside this box and getting someone hurt. On the very front of this, on the very front of the solar panels is, there you go. It's 2 of them sitting on this structure with display information right below each of those cells, each of those solar panels. Guys, did you know, or if you don't know, solar panels, unless you have a GPS tracking system, most of the solar panels that are mounted are usually mounted to face south. That way, when the sun is traveling across, rising from the east and setting in the west, you're able to maximize on that sunlight in that given day. What am I doing? I'm counting something. I was just trying to figure out how many watts it should be, but I think the math has already been done for you. It's already done on the display. It says 60 cells equals to, is it 60 watts? I think, we'll see. But yes, you're looking right through an actual glass, and then Underneath the glass are those cells that have been encapsulated between two membranes, an EVA sheet, another EVA sheet, and the back sheet that you saw previously. And then they usually laminate this. There are other ways of making solar panels, but this is the more industrial one on a commercial scale. And they use a ton of heat with this big old laminator. That's what they use. So they've been mounted in place using those brackets. And if you look at the framing is made out of aluminum. We're gonna try to do an experiment here in a minute. Basically, we're going to cover the cells, the solar panels, and you'll notice whenever you cover the solar panels, you're going to lose a lot of voltage or wattage, because that small section that you're covering, it knocks out so much power to where you're not going to be able to maximize the use of your panel. So you need to understand that sheds and solar panels, they are not friends at all. They are not friends at all. You cover one small section, the whole thing loses a lot of energy. So cover the solar panels using your hands or jacket and see how the power output is going to be affected. So right now we're reading 18 volts, 18.22 watts. So we're going to cover and see what happens. So we cover and boom, 8 watts. That's it. Do you see that drastic drop? It went from 18 down to 8. 18 down to 8. That means that you cannot cover a small section, expect just lose a little bit. You lose a lot. So that's the setup, guys. That's one thing that we just learned if you've never learned it. So sheds and solar panels, not friends. No matter how small that shed is, that small section is covering, it knocks out a lot of current from flowing to the solar charge controller. Okay, moving on, the next display panel. The earth has many energy sources. We have nuclear power, solar power, wind power, fossil fuels, biofuels, hydropower. All of these just mentioned by a few. Solar power, which is what we're focusing on for now, even though there's plenty of solar radiation hitting the earth, less than 1% of the world's energy is generated by solar power. This technology is growing rapidly with farms that produce more than a gigawatt of power. These new super solar farms have the potential to energize hundreds of thousands of homes from a single location. Wow. So over here in the US, there's a lot of people who are actually renting out. Should I call it renting or leasing? Guys, correct me. Leasing out their farms, so investors can actually come and install a ton, like thousands of solar panels, and then they in turn sell that solar panel to the grid. Whoever is renting it out makes some money out of it too. So I mean, that could be something for particularly the farmers in the countryside or in the remote areas. That's what they do. Fun fact for you: the term horsepower is used to describe the amount of power in many common engines such as cars, trucks, mowers, and tractors. This comes from 1800s when horses were used for work. There you go, guys. That's where it came from. Now we're gonna move on to the next display panel. But before that, what do we have around here? They have a pig and a piglet. They're not real. Of course they're not. Moving on the next solar. No. Belay that. Moving on the next display panel. The sun has powered life on Earth for millions of years. What is green technology, right? You can pause the video at this point and just look at it. The United States is home to some of the largest solar farms in the world. Most of these are located in California, Arizona, and Nevada, where the sun shines for most of the year. Hundreds of thousands of homes are powered by these solar farms, with more farms being built every year. People all over the world are investing in this technology to become part of the worldwide effort to utilize green technologies. Guys, you can pause the screen, scan over there for that QR code and learn more about it. Yeah. So as you can see, solar power is growing. It's growing, and it's actually growing real fast. You may not see it, but it's growing. That right there is the actual solar array. We are not allowed to go there for safety and security reasons, obviously. So it is closed to the public. However, I'll tell you what's not closed to the public is this right here. And we're going to continue to pursue more knowledge. Let's see. So, hold on. All right, what they have here. So let's see. Is that your farm? That looks so cool. He has a hose. He has a combine. Is that a combine, guys? You guys will know more about farms. You know, living a dream in the farm. Let's turn on the light and bring some life to this compound. All right. Where's the light, guys? Where's the light? We need the light. So keep it simple. This guy is obviously he's living completely off grid. He has a wind farm right over there. I hope he has some solar panels. I don't see them anywhere. I see a big barn. I see some cattle. And yeah, guys, so nowadays, if you look at these large scale farms, a lot of them actually are getting more serious into this solar power. As you can see, look on the horizon, man. Very beautiful, nice sunset. There you go. This person is living a dream. Alrighty, alright. Okay, even my kids are interested in looking at it. So let's learn together. Alright, so I was saying, guys, so particularly for let's say those farms that are so remote in some countries where solar power, not solar power, but the actual national grid is not able to reach them, or it's just too expensive and out of reach for them. Can you imagine if some investor had to go and just install a ton of solar panels on that farm? It will make that farmer's life so easier. And if that farmer was actually to just start investing slowly by slowly into solar farms, that will work. Easily said than done. But all I'm saying is, that's the future. The sun is available anywhere, and you can use it to do any of these things on the farm. Hey girls, did you know that there are a lot of ladies in the energy field today? Here's a website you can visit to meet some great women who work in the field of energy. Guys, take that QR code if you have a daughter, or if you're a lady watching this and you're interested in this. There it is. Go learn something. But that's very cool. My daughter is interested. All right, so you can become a solar farmer or a solar farm engineer. Yes, both of them, you can do them. Solar farm engineer or solar farmer. Which one do you want to do when you grow up, kids? Kids, can you hear me? What do you want to be when you grow up? Do you want to become a solar farmer or a solar farm engineer? Even though the sun is 90 million miles away from the earth, it only takes 10 minutes for light to reach the surface of our planet. I cannot comprehend that, but I think that is extremely crazy for me to even begin to comprehend. It must be traveling super fast. Wonderful. All right. So, kids who are interested, I mean, if you have kids and this is something that um, they would love to do, and if you like traveling a lot and you just travel for fun, you can come to this place and just have fun. If you just love looking at farms around the place and you have kids, you can always take a road trip and bring them over here. You can stop by over here on your way to other places. There's a lot of livestock around here. There's a lot of farms with animals. I'm talking about cattle, okay? On them. I didn't see any chicken, but I was looking for some chicken. But if you bring your kids over here and they're interested in things like this, I'm sure they would love it. Again, it's a very simple place. It's just a lot more interactive. Again, scan over here to learn more about the Spoon River Electric Cooperative. With that dot, I don't know if it's gonna scan properly, but try it. You might learn something more. But for those of you guys who hate blackouts, right? That's what we used to call them when I was in high school. Man, you be trying to do your homework at school, yes. Be trying to do your assignments, and all of a sudden you lose power, and now you cannot finish your assignment. You can't even study, and you have a test tomorrow. What do? Here's a solution: get some solar power, get some solar arrays, get some batteries for storage, get some controllers, juice up, and store your electric juice and use it. And then you'll never, ever lose power again unless something crazy and drastic happens. But in this case, you just gotta get a ton of batteries. And for now, most people are actually going into lithium iron phosphate batteries. They're light. They hold more current. They last more longer. The only it's not a disadvantage, guys. You pay. You really pay for what you get. The only little discouraging factor, if you are more pocket friendly, is they're pricey. But I say, if you're gonna go solar and you really wanna depend fully on it, I think you should just upgrade your system to full lithium iron phosphate batteries to have your batteries charge that. And for your solar panels, man, there's this new technology called PERC, pack, and you get some monocrystalline solar panels, which is what I'm actually doing a project on. I want to actually use the same solar panels you just saw. I'm basically scraping them off, getting rid of all those cells that have already been degraded. The back sheet is already tearing off. I'm taking that off, and I'm basically upgrading from that because they're polycrystalline. Am I butchering that word again? They're polycrystalline, and I'm trying to get away from that to go into monocrystalline, which have much higher efficiency. In the anywhere between, if I'm getting 100% and 100% of sunshine, right, and I can convert with an efficiency of 20% or higher, which is basically it doesn't go anywhere past 22. I'm fine with that, and honestly, that is the highest, and those are the best ones you can find around here. The other ones do less than that. Polycrystalline does less than that. It's just a big old tank, guys. I don't know what they use it for, but again, this was a very good trip that we made. It took a long time, but we were just enjoying the scenery, the farms, just being away from the crazy, just the buildings and the cars, too many cars around. We just wanted to just get lost a little bit, go in the farms, go in the I won't say woods because mostly farmlands. Just go in the woods and take a look at what they have around here. And so we found this place, traveled all the way, and here we are. So guys, thank you very much for watching. This brings us to the end of this tour. Thank you for being patient with me. I hope my voice was not boring. If it was, I'm sorry. I will make it much better next time. This is what really I wanted to see. I came to see it, and I am satisfied. I've been rewarded with this trip by seeing this and learning, because this is what sparked my interest in actually looking at building a whole new one. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. God bless. Bye.